we're on once again.
Okay.
Today I want to start talking about a product called Lost Up G46 Spencer. We started using that a couple of months back. I want to say maybe a year. And I really seen a lot of progress using that product. I feel like not many growers out there or not many facilities like to use it, but I really want to call, like, now that you were the one who introduced us to this product, why do you believe in this so much?
I was approached by their sales guy. Their sales guy, his name is Brian from Lallemand. If you are like a high up person at Lallemand, Brian went way out of his way. Like, I ignored him for a long time. I was like, dude, it's some crappy organic product, dog. I'd get phone calls about that 3-4 times a week, dude. I was like, this stuff. And finally, Brian like came into my office and was like, dude, I've been trying to get a hold of you, man. And I was like, yeah, I've been ignoring you, dog. What do you got? And he gave me, like, he was so persistent. He was like so true about the science. So we took it on, right? You know me, I over applied the hell out of it, right? Made sure it was safe to put on crops. Like, I didn't want to get crop damage. And it killed, by the way, Lallstop G46 kills powdery mildew and it kills botrytis bud rot. That's it. And you can spray it real late. You can spray it on flour and stuff. And
I feel like that's what I wanted to speak about in this this episode, because when we were doing a live the other day, we got a lot of comments saying something that we recommend or we spray late, because, being honest, there's not much products that there's out right now in the market that you can use legally to spray late in flower.
There's not. And a lot of them just degrade things. Things that are citric acid, cinnamon oil, peppermint oil, things like this that people use late flower, degrades cannabis. They are corrosive in nature and they are just not good. Not that they're dangerous to human health. These products aren't dangerous that I'm bagging on. They just make weed suck.
Yeah, and they don't work great, to be honest.
And they're expensive.
They're really expensive.
And they smell bad. So, like, all right, you want to go on to number 2?
Yeah, we have another one. It says, what are the challenges does the industry need to solve?
Safety.
Getting hooked up with ag commissioners. Getting proper pesticide training. If you're an indoor grow and you wear a gas mask, you got to have an OSHA information medical evaluation filled out. You have to have a physician take a look at that.
And that's also something that I believe not a lot of people know out there. They get their employees or they start doing IPM and they wear a mask. They don't even know they need a medical evaluation. They know the fit testing. They don't know anything about that. They're just, hey, let's go. Let's just keep doing it this way.
Or sometimes they just start mixing and they don't even know what they're mixing. And that's why it's recommended to get a QAL. That's where you're familiar with the labels. You know how to use them. Now, a lot of growers don't really implement that.
That is correct.
And that's part of the safety.
Safety.
Yeah.
You see these goggles? These goggles are in a bag, right? You want your goggles to be bagged up and fresh. People that are working with chemicals get chemicals all over their gloves, and they're touching these gloves and putting chemicals all in. You know where you get a lot of secondhand exposure? People touching PPE and then thinking, oh, it's PPE, it's to make me safe, and the whole interior is lined with pesticide, right? So that sucks, right?
Or usually as well, when they don't change the filters, they'll leave them for like running for a year, and they're like, oh, it's that bad? Because they don't get fit testing, so they don't even know what's about it.
I'm disgusting. I'll grab people's masks and I'll look at the cartridge and see that they're brown, and I'll like take a hit out of it. I'll be like, whoa! I was like, dude, that's fucking more dangerers than wearing a mask. Like, like from a health perspective, just don't wear that shit, fool. Like, you're gonna get cancer quicker with this shit on. Like, one other things about safety I want to bring up, right? I want to bring up measuring devices, right? And I want you to take a look at this one and this one. Besides the size, there's a differentiation. This one is contained in a unit where it's protected. You can't get other chemistries on it. You can't smear stuff on here and create cross-contamination, or it reduces it heavily, right? And also, you don't really want to mark your syringes, right? I like to color mark them on the top, but I like to write what product they're used for, so I'm not mixing things up. Also, I like everything to be graduated and have the numbers. A graduated container means it has numbers on it for measuring. It's graduated. Whenever I buy stuff, I'm like, hey, can I get containers from you? I only want pricing on graduated containers. Then it gets all the
Yeah.
numbers on it.
Yeah.
A container with no writing on it sucks.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna know what you're throwing in there.
Yeah.
Or I mean, not even know how much you have in there to start off with.
And referencing to these 2 documents, they're for agriculture inspectors, right? One of the common violations I see most of, which I get paid a lot of money to deal with, you guys see the shit that comes over my desk, not measuring stuff correctly, right? How do you measure that out? How do you measure 20 milliliters? You measure 20 milliliters with this thing, it's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass. You measure 20 milliliters with this thing, auditor's gonna know you're full of shit. They're not gonna get you on it.
But they're gonna know you're...
No. This is what you guys know, right? An auditor will see that your little baby dick syringe, it is a measuring device. It does measure 40 milliliters. You could sit here and do 20 pulls on this. They can't write you up for that. But the second they find something they can't write you up for, they're gonna bury your dumb ass. Yeah, and you've seen me get buried, right? Right, that's why I'm good at my job, man. Because I failed at my job, right? Like someone who comes into the industry and is new, right? You suck, right? Because you know why? Because you on paper haven't sucked.
Yeah.
You
correct.
just suck. Like I have experience being bad and sucking, right? Like, hey, that's just how it is. Well, I don't even care, dog. And the mistakes that I made were really honest. You know, I mean, they were lazy, but
I mean,
honest,
it's not that we're talking about it. You learn from them, and it got better. So,
final things for safety.
So also like one mistake they make is putting chemicals in a water bottle. Like it's
we
not
see
even
that
labeled.
shit a lot, dude.
So it's
On those fucking Powerade bottles.
or the regular
Powerade's like chemical color too, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
so you don't even know.
Yes.
all right, next thing on safety, right? How do we put stuff into containers and how do we do it fast and efficiently? These are 2 funnels, right? They look the same, only different colors, but look at the openings, right? Large volumes of stuff flow through this. It contains it and it does it well. This is a canning one. This is a standard funnel. A lot of you cannabis guys are working with finite amounts of materials, right? 20 milliliters, 30 milliliters, 50 milliliters. Smaller, different funnels. And then different funnels are made out of different materials, which allows a lot of that stuff to either cruise off of it. Some of them you'll pour it on and it'll stick all over it. And you'll be like, I don't like that. So you have to use different polymers that cause things to fall through. Yeah. So there's that. And then, back to your reference, right? Like this is a water bottle, right?
Yeah.
This is a chemical container, right? You kind of look at this and go,
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to drink that full. But if you put it in the 6 Supreme bottle, you're like, let me get a swig full. It's hot as fuck. It's like 105 degrees outside. So yeah, that's why containment units are important, right? Like the county tells you this, but their videos are fucking boring, right?
Nobody wants to fucking pay attention.
Yeah,
to
nobody wants to watch that shit full. So like, all right, next topic.
You want to bring that up right now, Spence? I mean, we already went to the law stuff. You want to?
Lost topic.
No, that's the new one.
Yeah, it's the new one. Yeah, I mean, look. If you're growing cannabis, you're worried about consumer safety. You're worried about plant health and plant safety. You want to get rid of mildew. You want to improve plant performance. We don't get paid money to tell you this. We just use this because there's nothing else to use. The cannabis, the amount of products that we have available that work are like
very short.
30, if that.
Then you got to switch it up because you start using that too much, you're fucked.
You're gonna be resistant.
Oh yeah, we know all about resistance. No, you poor kid. Man, I'm so glad we're on camera right now, man. I'm so sorry for putting you all through that, man.
It's all good, man.
My resistance is no joke.
I really am sorry, dude. I mean, I really went crazy, man. That's my bad, dog.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
I am getting help for like not being out of control anymore, but like don't gamble and drink and stuff or do other stuff, man. It's real bad for you. Seriously. So, all right, next topic.
What do you think about them banning MP? I know that was a product that you liked a lot, and it worked great.
Okay, so MP'd. It's the same thing as Desex. All right, so we're gonna spell MP'd M-PEDE. And another product made out of the same active ingredient or chemical composition is Desex. DES-X. These are potassium salts of fatty acids. These are products that are relatively low or non-toxic. They are broad spectrum in regards to insect control and fungal properties. They are cost efficient, but they are not allowed for use on cannabis. I do believe at one time they were, but I was not part of the industry during that time. I believe I was not, or not operating in a legal fashion in the industry to know that information. So, yeah, what do you want to know, dude?
Why do you think they took these products away?
Now, the controversial thing to say, where I believe there is statistical probability to say this, but I believe that it is low. I believe that there is political influence with chemical companies. Like some people pay money or they get around the rules for labeling. Like some of the labeling wording, like keep away from children, or some of the labeling packaging, or some of the things regarding the formulation of the product prevent these things from becoming prevalent in the space. But I believe it is politically influenced because of money, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, everything.
like maybe it's not political, but it is because of money, right? Like it's a push for money, right? And like we've always had this discussion, right? What's the
Yeah.
number 2 agriculture commodity in California? Dairy and meat, $8.61 billion, right? What's number 1? Cannabis, well over 12 billion. Numbers don't lie.
Right.
So there's big money for chemical industries to get involved in cannabis. The thing is, a lot of them are owned outside of the state of California. Why? When you're a chemical company in California, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So like that's the problem, right? So like a lot of these chemical companies that are owned out of state are like, should I like put weed and shit on my label and then like ship this to California and then go through their labeling process? Some of them are willing to take that gamble. I wonder how it pays off for them.
No, not very
I
well.
bet you it fucking pays off pretty big, fool.
Now, Ramon, what's something that you want to make people understand about cannabis? Now that we're here in this industry, what is something that you want people to realize that maybe they're, from your belief, that they're doing wrong, or something that you want to make them understand?
Something that I would like them to like understand is like the opinion of everyone matters. Like, let's say you have an opinion towards IPM, Spencer has an opinion towards how the feed is or not. Like a lot of growers here, like their plants are overwatered, and that's what creates
No,
a lot.
that's a good topic to go over watering.
Yeah, overwatering. Sometimes it's like it's really bad, bro. Like we'll go inside, you'll see algae, you'll see larvae of the gnats. It's really bad. It's just like,
Developed algae.
yeah,
Like a little bit of algae here and there, man. Like emitters go slow. You're doing 1,000 pots. Some of them are gonna have different compaction rates.
Yeah.
You might get if you have a little bit of algae, but dog, if you're like slipping on algae while we're walking through the room, that's crazy.
I don't know. We've seen it. We've seen it multiple times.
like we'll go in the rooms walking. It's pretty dark. Our boots will get full of algae, and it's just like gotta go and rinse them down. It's just like it smells really bad as well.
And it's no, because like we live near the Salton Sea,
Yeah.
right? Algae that gets a lot of fertilizer on it smells like shit.
Yeah.
Especially when it starts dying. Right? Like so yeah, and then algae, remember, like algae holds and helps pythiums to exist.
Yeah.
Like or exist in the soil profile.
Do you remember that plant that we took a look a couple months back? We were the call that we got. The plants were dead because of the spray. Still remember that?
Yeah.
Remember, it was funny. Well, this is funny because a couple months prior, me and Spencer were walking that facility
For the first time.
For the first time.
The first thing I said, what was yeah, this is oh my god, this is so yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
we
please tell me.
were walking that facility because we had a call that I think they had a powdery mildew issue, something like that. So we were walking the facility, and the first thing that I remember Spencer tells me is probably does this to me. He's like, "Hey, look at that," and I was, "What the fuck is he talking about?" I was like, "He's like they're overwatering." I'm like, "Oh, I probably just didn't think nothing." When he's like, "Yeah, I think something's wrong here." I think like a month goes by, and we get a call saying that the spray,
Sunday.
yeah, it was
On a Sunday.
9 a.m. on Sunday.
I love them. I love agriculture. It's
Yeah,
great.
the plants were dead because of a spray that we did, and we're like, no, I mean it was a beneficial spray. I think we threw some kelp in there, so it's kind of hard for us to make it believe that it was a spray. But you know, people made mistakes. You're like, you never know. Maybe the machine wasn't washed properly, something. The time I called Spencer, I'm like, hey man, come take a look at this. He's like, yeah, remember I told you that day? Shit was pissed.
Yeah, a pythium. All right, that's it for this week. We're gonna cut it. See, this is Spencer. I'm out.
Ramon, I'm out.
Later, guys.